All right, broski, it's back and it's T with a video on Mike, the fake vegan, man. I've always wanted to do a video on this. I did it before on my old channel. It got taken down, but I'll do another one on this one now. It's a new one. It's Is This Safe? Carnivore Diet 4-month, blood work, results, response. Now he wants to convince you that I would call it animal-based diet is not safe for you. How could your natural diet that you've been eating for thousands and thousands of years, which is a natural, normal diet, not an artificial one, is unhealthy? How can something natural be unhealthy and something that he's doing, artificial, vegan diet, be healthy? It's crazy. He works for the government probably. He even sells stuff. He sells these weird fake vegan products. This guy is a slave. Look at him. He's a slave. He eats a slave diet, slave to society. And he wants to convince you that eating something artificial is healthy. Okay, let's watch his video and review. It's crazy. This guy's not.
Hey, it's Mike here, and today my response to the carnivore couple's 4-month blood work
Yes, the animal-based diet couple and their blood results. Yes, we know, Mike.
results. And I will say they seem to be really nice, well-meaning people. They're trying to
As long as it suits your agenda to fake stuff, it's okay, right?
take their health into their own hands, but they're doing their own research, which in that community...
Ooh, they're doing their own research. That's a bad thing, right? If you act natural and do it yourself, it's bad. God, do it the way Mike says, because Mike is God here, right? Mike is God, bro.
generally means being fed misinformation.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Fed misinformation, and you don't feed misinformation, Mike. Yes. You're the genius here, Mike. Yeah, you know everything, Mike, because you're on a vegan diet. Look at those circles around your eyes. You get more circles these days. What's going on? You're so pale. Are you okay? How are your teeth doing on this vegan diet? Have they crumbled yet? Are you really a true vegan, or are you faking? Are you still doing some dairy products? Don't lie to us, man. You're not totally fake, are you? Artificial, right? Artificial cheese, artificial body. You're pretty soon going to create an artificial body out of eating an artificial diet called vegan fake cult diet.
That goes against not just the scientific consensus, but the best data that we have.
Am I gonna die of a heart attack? Let's check my blood.
Nah, dude, you're never going to die of a heart attack. Actually, you're going to live long, and that's the problem. They don't like that. You're going to live long and strong and healthy. That's right.
Work and find out.
These low-carb or carnivore experts essentially said the
Oh, I love this part. Low carb or carnivore experts. Low carb, you mean low sugar? Sugar's a drug, bro. Get it? There's no carb in nature. In a natural diet, there's no carbs. That's in an artificial diet. Your diet, artificial cheese, yeah.
these misinformation traps online that people can go down these rabbit holes with. And previously with Jenny, her LDL was
Oh, yes, they could go down rabbit holes. So when, notice that all people that go back on their natural diet, all their cholesterol is high. Even Jenny's was high. Why is that, Mike? Why do you think that people go back on their natural animal diet, their cholesterol is high? Why is that? Think about that. And why do people who eat a lot of this stuff is long-lived? These sedentary people who eat meat are long-lived. They have high cholesterol. And when they checked out their blood, they're like 100 to 120 years of age. Why is that, Mike? Have you ever pondered that thought?
really high. She explained it away with large fluffy LDL. We had the woman who had the stroke and how she explained
She didn't have, what's this? She never had a stroke on carnivore. She was a vegan. She had a stroke because she was vegan, bro. She pretended to say that she was carnivore for 1 week. How the fucking eating meat for 1 week caused that? That's stupid.
it away and how LDL didn't matter based off a carnivore cardiologist. But this time we have a concept that I have not.
Doesn't matter. It does matter. It makes you healthy, yes. Why is it that when you're on a vegan diet, your teeth dissolve, your health goes nuts, your hair falls out, and everything else you just disintegrate into nothing, Mike? Why is that, Mike? Why do people just fucking make videos after videos stating how they're falling apart and that they're no longer vegan? Why is it? If it works so well, Mike, if it works so well being on artificial food, why does the body reject it? Why doesn't it just comply with, being poisoned and fucked with and stressed and shit? You know what I mean? And messed with.
Discussed before on this channel, and that is remnant
Oh, because it's dying. That's why you're killing it. Yes, it's dying.
cholesterol, that their levels being lower will save
Why is cholesterol so bad, Mike? Why is cholesterol so bad? Why is sugar so good and your insulin through the roof? Half diabetic, walking around like a zombie there with these dark circles around your eyes, practically white, falling apart.
them. So let's just investigate this, because I do think it is a really interesting topic as well. There's a lot to
Yes, it's an interesting topic if you can wield it in your direction as being bad. Yes, you're going to fabricate it.
Learn about it and research to look at, so let's go. Pat and Caitlin are the carnivore couple, and this is the video I'm responding to. Is it safe? Carnivore diet, 4-month blood.
Again, is it safe to eat an animal diet, your natural diet that you've been eating for thousands of years before you started eating, before you became a slave and you ate and you're eating your slave diet with your slave money?
Blood work results.
Hey y'all, welcome back to our channel. We're the Carnivore Couple. I'm Pat.
Hey, welcome back to our channel, man. We're the people that went back to our native natural diet in nature. Just like Indians ate buffalo and they never died and they lived long and strong and they were the best people, and then they took away their buffalo to diminish them. Yes, okay.
I'm Caitlin.
And thanks to the person who sent that to me.
And I went to the doctor recently for the first time in like 13 years.
Yeah.
So Pat, after losing some weight, gained the confidence to go to the doctor without feeling as judged. And I feel bad because, again, these people are so nice and they're excited because they lost weight. But it's like, again, you can lose weight.
You feel bad? Why? Why do you feel bad? You can lose weight with what? Heavy injections? You can
On a heroin-based diet. So
You can lose weight on heroin-based diet. You can lose weight starving yourself on any starvation diet without any nutrients. You understand, vegan? You understand, Mr. Mike, the fake vegan?
we have to look at all of the factors.
My total cholesterol
All
was
of the factors, yes, all of the factors.
270. My
An animal-based diet is it has all the nutrients in it. What nutrient are you deficient, Mike? Tell us what nutrient we are deficient in a animal-based diet, carnivore diet. What are we deficient? We're not deficient in anything. But vegan diets are deficient, bro. Like you, get it? You're deficient.
cholesterol, the good cholesterol was 52.
Which is a normal, great
good range. But my LDL cholesterol was 207.
It's bad because they told you it's bad. Sure. So right away, your doctor has to do what?
And that's considered very, very high, like really, really high. And
His LDL was a whopping 207, which is over.
Very healthy, sedentary people all over the world that eat meat and have high cholesterol, 100 years, 120 years old when they check their blood, Mike. Yeah.
Twice the optimal range by conventional standards, nearly 3 times that by more stringent standards. It's like 4 times my level. Yeah.
upon seeing that number, my doctor actually recommended that I be put on statins. And I refused.
His doctor told him go on statins.
Okay, he wanted to give him statins. The reason why they do that, your doctor's not there to make you healthy. He's there to just subscribe stuff. Whatever people tell them, he subscribes. He subscribes medication for them. I'd call it medication, drugs, okay? In order to diminish you. So why would they want to lower your cholesterol? Because you'll be healthy and you'll live longer. And if they give you a statin, well, you'll shorten your lifespan and you'll be very unhealthy. And then they'll probably recommend you go on a vegan diet so you'll be deficient in these nutrients. And that too will shorten your lifespan. If you're deficient in nutrients, you'll age faster because accelerated aging, the stress to the body of being deficient in nutrients will accelerate aging, disease, cardiovascular disease, every kind of disease. If you look up in NCBI, stress tells you right there, stress tells you all these things, cellular damage, everything, senescent cell, myogenic decline, and all these things will accumulate with a vegan diet. And it's absolutely proven. In NCBI, look it up, Mike the Vegan. I can prove everything because you guys are always asking for these reports. It's in there and it tells you stress causes all these things, bro. And that causes stress. If it is deficient in any nutrient, that causes stress to your body. That causes inflammation. Now try to disprove that it doesn't, okay?
He didn't want to do that, and then of
If you're deficient, you're starving. If you're starving, you're stressed. And if you're stressed, you're aging.
course, they did their own research. Caitlin, in particular, went and looked at some studies, and that just brings us to the topic of LDL.
Please don't tell me you're going to take supplements, because supplements, they don't work. They're fake, bro. Try to prove that they actually are real. They're not even regulated by the industry. They're fake. They just make it up. They made it up. You understand me? They made it up, bro. Why, if your diet is so healthy, why the fuck do you need supplements then to begin with? Because it's shit. It's artificial. It's garbage. Like you in this channel. It's garbage. I can't believe you have 394,000 minions that watch you. Crazy people, people that are enslaved like you.
So I really had to dive in a whole lot more, and one of the studies I found showed that an elevated LDL does not seem to be...
She had to diet more. You don't have to diet, man. So she says an elevated LDL does not seem to be the greatest predictor of health of a heart attack and stroke risk. That's right. It's not. You want to know why? Because it's healthy. That's why. See, Mike hates this though. He can't swallow that.
The greatest predictor of heart attack and stroke risk. And so this study came from, I believe it was 2009 from UCLA, and they analyzed data of over 136,000 patients who were hospitalized from heart attacks, and then they had their blood drawn. And what they found was crazy. Nearly 75% of patients hospitalized for a heart attack had cholesterol levels that would indicate they were not at risk for cardiovascular events based on the current cholesterol guidelines.
Of course, now, how can something that is your natural diet, and we've been living for thousands of years on it, before we were enslaved by the elites to eat a slave diet, and then we started getting sick and dying and shortening our lifespans, and now we're at the point where we're practically like so diminished that we're infertile. Yeah, that's why when you eat an animal-based diet, you're never seeing a doctor, you're never seeing a dentist, you don't need toilet paper. Fuck, you don't need anything, supplements or anything. But yet, on a vegan diet, you need supplements, you need toilet paper, you need the toothbrush, the toothpaste, and all these products because you smell, stink, and falling apart, gassing, farting. You got all kinds of problem, inflammation all over your body from this. It's crazy, man.
How crazy is that?
I'm going to be honest, this is a wild interpretation.
Oh, it's a wild interpretation. It's wild because it's real. Oh my God, this doesn't suit my agenda, my fake artificial agenda, bro.
From a study whose conclusion is diametrically opposed to what they're saying.
It's diametrically opposed to my fake diet because I want you to be sick like me. Come on, guy. You know I'm a salesman and I'm a charlatan, bro. Come on.
Directly from the conclusion, quote, these findings may provide further support for recent guideline revisions with even lower LDL goals. Yeah, public health organizations often set cutoff.
Check my community section. I put a bunch of stuff there when it comes to the vegan diet and sedentary and all this and all these things actually, and sugar can actually, here's the thing with sugar, because that's what's in your diet, bro. That's what you eat, you vegans. And so that sugar actually will lower the good cholesterol and increase the bad one. See what I mean? Yeah.
That they think are achievable for people, and that's likely part of why they chose 100 for that LDL or bad cholesterol cutoff instead of say 70, which will.
Yes, but we should go on a vegan diet. That's more healthy, and then have our insulin shoot through the roof, right? So that we'd be insulin resistant, and then we just starve and fall apart and keep eating fake diets all our life. And become decrepit and old and turn on age genes and keep aging even though we stopped aging at 25. Yeah, that's great, man.
Get into why is better later, but yeah, they're like lower's better. They're not saying LDL levels don't matter, but I just have to throw in a quick reminder that from the European.
Yes, Mike, what's a quick reminder that we should disintegrate faster than the last time by following your fake advice? Your artificial advice? Yeah, okay.
In Society of Cardiology, higher LDL is causal to atherosclerosis.
But also being stressed is a cause of atherosclerosis and cardiovascular disease. When you're stressed, when you don't have the nutrients and these toxins that are in your vegan diet, the toxins, the oxalates and all that, and the sugar, that causes atherosclerosis and cardiovascular disease, and that could be proved too. Look it up in stress and look it up in NCBI. It shows you there in PubMed, bro. There you go. There's my proof.
Plaque in our arteries, and additionally.
Oh, that actually builds up plaque too. Sugar in your diet and these oxalates and everything, they build up too. They build up atherosclerosis and they build up plaque in there as well, bro. Your diet is so healthy.
This chart, we have very high quality Mendelian or genetically randomized studies where.
But low density LDL is caused from a vegan diet though, isn't it? That's what I heard. It comes from a vegan diet. Low density lipoproteins. Isn't that on a vegan diet? On a animal-based diet, it's always HDL that's going to be the highest. So I don't know what happened there in his blood test. Maybe they faked it. Maybe they rearranged, gave him the wrong numbers. Who knows? To give him some statins and fake it.
The difference is that someone has higher LDL due to genes, and they have higher heart.
I can't tell you the truth. You'd have to do the blood test yourself to find out. Can't trust anybody these days anymore. Mike, you trust everybody, man. You trust everybody. Like, come on, bro.
disease risk. And then Caitlin says, well, looking further is where I found this idea of remnant cholesterol.
And so that's when I came across this idea of remnant cholesterol. Have you ever even heard of remnant cholesterol?
Never heard of it, so we started.
The funny thing is when you eat an animal-based diet, there's absolutely zero inflammation in your stomach. You actually feel a lot better. You're increased testosterone, you sleep better. Yeah, because it's nutrient rich. It doesn't lack any nutrients, so your body can function at a normal level now. You understand me? But when you're deficient, your body's dying, bro, like yours. Mike.
We're doing research after my blood work.
I just had to be reassured you're going to be okay.
And I will say right off the bat, I have a feeling she found it through low carb channels, because you Google remnant cholesterol and it autofills Dave Feldman, who is a low carber, and he has a whole article on it, partially dismissing LDL. He says things like, at minimum, one should...
Mike, I've been eating an animal-based diet my entire life, and my cholesterol is always through the roof. When my doctor checks it, I'm not on any statins, because why the hell would I want to shorten my lifespan and become ill and sick like you? So I have it sky high as I can get it. And you want to know? I feel better than the last time. But when I ate those plants and fruits and vegetables and stuff that you ate, they made me sick, bro. They made me sick. They gave me every metabolic disease you can imagine, neurological, you name it. Autoimmune diseases, skin diseases, and everything. That oxalate dumping, that's a pretty one. We really want to get that oxalate dumping going on. Destroy our joints, our body, our muscle. Get fatty liver disease, kidney disease, and everything. That poor eyesight, and we want to diminish our teeth faster than the last time, so we could get all these root canals and everything and have our teeth pulled out and fall out, whatever. Because vegan diet is so healthy, right? It's so healthy for you, bro. Yes, man.
Be looking at remnant cholesterol over LDL cholesterol, though he seems to still be concerned a bit about...
You should tell all your vegan people when they join your call, tell them, get ready to lose all your teeth and everything. I can show you a teeth compilation. It's in my community section. Take a look, Mike. You'll see how they're losing their teeth in there. They're all like, oh, my teeth I'm ready. All my teeth are going to fall out. Mike, you have to tell all these people what they're in for when they go on the vegan diet. Get it? They're going to be poisoned by oxalates, to poison these fucking, man, just all these toxins in there, and the sugar and all the crap that's inside that junk. Man-made, engineered junk.
LDL. Anyway, she's clearly using remnant cholesterol as an excuse to...
Yes. I bet you sawdust too is healthy to you, man. Even if you ate rocks, you'd probably say, yeah, that's vegan too. Rocks, man, it's part of it. You can pick them up and eat them probably. Does that mean it's healthy, man, if you eat sawdust, bro?
Throw out concerns about LDL cholesterol. So what is remnant cholesterol? From this paper, quote, remnant cholesterol corresponds to the cholesterol...
Yes, this is where he wants to convince you and brainwash you to believe that leading your natural diet is so unhealthy. When these things are raised, they're so unhealthy. Can you see a pattern here that everybody has it who's eating an animal diet? But he has to target one couple. Well, why don't you just show everybody else that's on it? It's all the same. You understand me? But let's see a vegan diet. Let's see vegan people on a true vegan. Like, I mean true. They're not eating any animal products. Let's see their blood work. Oh, insulin through the roof, cholesterol down below, their nails are falling out, their hair's falling out, palpitations in the chest, all kinds of atherosclerosis, heart disease, fucking skin diseases, all kinds of weird stuff, psoriasis, eczema, everything, man. Their teeth are falling out. There's really seeing the dentist often. How's that toothpaste working for you? Oh, not so good, bro. It's a scam toothbrush. Yeah, man.
Not encompassed by HDL, classically good cholesterol.
Getting up 5 times a night to take a pee because you got to pee out all the toxins. Yeah, it's a toxic soup, bro. Yes, we're detoxing with toxins. Yes.
And LDL, or bad cholesterol, such as cholesterol associated with very low density lipoprotein, VLDL, and intermediate density lipoprotein, IDL, in the fasting state, as well as chylomicron remnants in the non-fasting.
Fasting state? Who gives a shit about fasting? Why would you... A starvation state. So you mean starvation. Fasting means starvation. Okay, so these people were starving themselves in a starvation state. Why the fuck would you starve yourself? It's idiotic. These are stupid things that you're doing because you have nothing better to do.
State getting a little complex here, but in general, these are triglyceride-heavy particles, which brings me to the...
Oh, they're triglyceride-heavy particles. Triglyceride, that's a fat, isn't it? in your fat cells, that's where triglycerides they're located.
Equation for cholesterol itself, because we're really estimating most of these things.
That's funny, Mike. All your cells are made up of cholesterol. You wouldn't think that more cholesterol would actually make them better and stress free. If they don't have it, don't they stress? The cells stress, and if they stress, doesn't that accelerate aging and every other kind of disease and shit? So
you're measuring total cholesterol in the lab, and then they're also measuring HDL as well as triglycerides, and then they're estimating LDL, you're estimating remnant cholesterol. And so if you're familiar with the cholesterol...
How would you know? You don't even have a science background. What do you have? Like, what's the highest grade you ever graduated from? Like what, grade 10 or something? And you're trying to educate us on this? Why are you the foremost thing? You think you know something. You're a human being. You don't know anything. I don't know anything. Neither do you. You were born with instincts. How the fuck would you know anything? You're crazy, man. You're insane, bro. You're insane, man.
Equation for total cholesterol, it is actually
Somebody wrote something somewhere, and you're just fucking regurgitating this information like as if you know it. It has to be based off your experience. Have you fucking gone on this diet before to try it yourself, your natural diet, or have you been a slave on that shit for your whole life? Don't lie to us, Mike. We know that you didn't grow up on fucking a piece of salad and a fruit, okay?
HDL plus LDL plus
Like, this is the kind of shit fuck garbage that you get on the internet now these days. These fucking vegans with their bullshit fucking act on here. They're acting Mike the vegan. Give me a fucking...
Triglycerides times 0.2 or 1/5 of your total triglyceride level. And again, that LDL is estimated.
Oh, give me a fucking break, Mike. Like, what the fuck, bro? What are you trying to make up here exactly? Triglycerides. So what? It's fat cells. So what? But everything is made up of cholesterol.
But we've seen from studies...
Prove me wrong that your cells are not made up of cholesterol.
Showing that's a very accurate estimation. However, you might be thinking, isn't remnant cholesterol just the same as triglycerides? It's just a proportion.
No, they're not the same. Triglycerides are in the fat cells, and cholesterol is what your cells are all made up of. You understand me? They're all made up of that.
Of triglycerides, and yeah, in the case for all these blood panels in general, yes. And triglycerides are associated with increased heart disease, so it makes sense that remnant cholesterol would...
Okay, that's people that suffer from obesity. They have high triglyceride count, meaning fat cells. So the fat cells hold the triglyceride. Okay, and what? Are you fat? You know who gets fat? People on vegan diets. That's who gets fat. Eating those fake man-made foods. I don't know anybody on an animal-based diet that's fat, you idiot.
As well, we'll get more into the...
Show me one person, you moron. Show me one person, you insane vegan, you. Show me one.
Causal aspects later. But yeah, his triglycerides are 55 and his remnant cholesterol is just 11, 1/5 of that. Now that you have that background, what makes her so confident that a lower remnant cholesterol would just cancel out wildly high LDL? Here she is.
That's excellent. The higher the better, right through the roof. Like your insulin, it's wildly high. Why is it wildly high? But in your case, you're dying. In their case, they're going to live longer and healthier. That's why, look at them. They look so happy and cool, and they feel so great being on their natural diet now. Eventually, they're going to recomp from it.
One of the most current research studies we could find was published in 2020.
Again, they just started. 4 months. 4 months is a very short time. Why didn't you come back and see them in a year or 2 years? Yeah, they'll look like totally different people.
And this came from Johns Hopkins Hospital that showed that remnant cholesterol may be a better predictor of heart attack and stroke risk regardless of that LDL.
She mentions a study from Johns Hopkins.
There you go. Yeah, she mentions a study. Isn't that what you're always talking about? Now he's going to try to debunk the study.
That looked at 17,000 people, not huge for an epidemiological study.
And does that matter? Does that matter? But they did a study, bro. They did a study.
But worth checking out. And to be
These
fair,
are all the kind of studies that you do, epidemiological studies. You do these ones too, bro. You're always saying that they're real. Okay, she showed you one. And now I can't handle the truth because I can't handle it, man. The truth is not good for me. We have to fabricate because we have to convert people to make them sick and frail and fucking weak so the government can control more of you slaves out there by weakening the shit out of you, putting you straight on vegan, bro. Yeah.
With that wording, one might interpret that infinitely high LDL is just completely canceled out by low remnant cholesterol. However, the very next sentence.
This guy's got to be the biggest slave I've ever seen, like, on the internet. And people just love to eat up this fake shit. They hate the truth. They love fake shit. 394 brainwashed slaves. Man, I gotta start selling fake, because fake really sells, bro.
Highlight.
All you have to do is confirm people's fake beliefs. The more you confirm them, the more happy they become, the more they'll subscribe and they'll love you. But if you don't confirm their fake beliefs, forget it, man. It just doesn't work on here.
That's the main finding that, in fact, the researchers say.
And even when you tell them the truth, they just can't take the truth. Like I tell them, people, when they work out, they get inflammatory responses in their muscles. It's fake. It's hypertrophy. They can't handle that, listening to that. Chronic exercise is only inflaming my muscles. That's why I'm going to the gym lifting weights for. Because it has no health benefits. There's no health benefits behind it. There's no health benefits being on a vegan, fake fabricated diet, artificial diet. These man-made fucking engineered fruits and vegetables and this other fake stuff that he's eating. There are absolutely zero benefits being on it. What's the benefit of being on a vegan diet? That I'll be decrepit, old, accelerate aging, more cellular damage, myogenic decline, and what? Senescent cells and everything else, metabolic diseases, neurological. Fuck it, bro. It's not worth it. Get it? It's not worth it. That's the benefits? I don't want it, man. Get it?
A remnant cholesterol measure may detect the potential for disease when LDL levels do not. So that's where the real finding for this is, when you have like low LDL levels for whatever reason. Maybe somebody's on statins, which don't always lower remnant cholesterol, but can depending on the statin, and there's having high remnant cholesterol for whatever reason, and that can increase risk. So does the head researcher that...
What risk will it increase? Nobody's ever gotten any heart attacks. They started getting heart attacks after the late 70s, early 80s, when they started eating more of the herbivore vegan diet, you idiot. It's a known fact. Look at the statistics. We're all dying out there, get it? Because of the shit.
Literally performed this study say LDLs.
All your fruits and vegetables are sprayed with glyphosates, herbicides, fungicides, pesticides. Come on, man. You're telling me that's healthy, eating stuff with all these fucking chemicals on them, and plus they have toxins in them, their own self-defense mechanisms. You want to eat their defense mechanisms? What the hell? So what? You can turn on your defense mechanisms in your body to survive. Are you crazy, man? So you can age faster.
Sucks and should be thrown away. No, they say, quote, our analysis suggests that LDL should remain an important assessment tool. They just say that remnant cholesterol can find some risk on its own. And this video is sponsored by Seeds DS0.
Christ, this guy's so brain dead. See, he's selling you a supplement. Again, he's selling you a product. That's what his whole channel is about. Confirm your fake beliefs, right? The fake vegan community beliefs. So he has these crazy brainwashed vegan people, whatever. So if I convince them in this crap shit, whatever, yes, they'll follow me. Yes, Mike, it's the healthiest, it's the best. Yes, you should destroy yourself faster than the last time by eating a vegan diet. Be deficient in all these nutrients and crash yourself, kill yourself, make your hair fall out, lose all your teeth, and then by then it's all too late. You're just a pile of garbage after, yes.
One daily synbiotic, which is a prebiotic and a probiotic together, and in this case, one of these little capsules.
Yes, these little capsules, this little thing is a miracle pill. It's going to do everything for you. It's going to make you long-lived. It's going to take away all your pain, yes. Vegans, if you're suffering out there, he's got the pill. It's going to save you. It's going to take away your pain of diminishing faster than last time.
Has 53.6 billion active bacterial cell units from 24.
Oh, active bacteria. They have that in an animal diet. They're in there already, bro.
Different strains, which are scientifically shown to support various areas of health.
Where did they make this from? It's artificial too, probably laboratory.
Such as digestive health, gut barrier integrity, gut immune axis, cardiovascular health.
Yeah, how's it going to do that when the vegan diet gives you fucking leaky gut and destroys your gut and everything else because you're not a herbivore? You can't process toxins and sugars and shit. You can't process cellulose. Look it up. It's in Google, bro. You all know this. Human beings cannot digest cellulose. It's impossible, bro. It's impossible. You can't digest. It's a waste product too, fiber. It's a waste product, man. It's the plant waste product. Stuff is garbage. Stop wasting your time.
Skin health, and a new one, gut microbial balance. I've talked a lot about dysbiosis in these segments, just the imbalance of gut bacteria. You can have one pathogenic, one get out of whack, not enough.
Yeah, it's funny how in this world we need all these things, these products and packaging and all these vitamins and everything, yet we lived for thousands of years before that. We never had it. Even hundreds of years ago, we never had it. People seemingly still stayed on their slave diet, but ate some meat here and there to stay healthy, bro. You know what I mean? But come on, man.
Good ones. This study, for example, looked at one of the strains in seed and found that, it was effective at decreasing the amount of various E. coli strains. Of course, E. coli is a pathogen from poop. And we also have this very interesting one looking also at a strain in seed and evidence that it could help with Parkinson's disease. Well, it was just a petri dish study. They found that these probiotics
could help, but not. Decreasing pro-inflammatory cytokines, oxidative stress, and prebiotics. Yeah, possibly. It's all fake too, man. They're faking it.
Exert promising effects.
How can something toxic that you're eating cause a pro-inflammatory cytokines and oxidative stress and all that when it causes all that?
By decreasing pro-inflammatory cytokines, oxidative stress, and potentially pathogenic bacteria.
And why do you need that to decrease all these things? Oh, because vegan diet creates all of that. I understand now. So the vegan diet creates all this inflammation, cytokines, oxidative stress, and potential pathogenic bacterial overgrowth because of eating a vegan diet. So you need this to counteract this doing that. Oh, I understand.
Bacterial overgrowth, keeping those.
That's to keep them preserved, your vegans, right? Okay.
Bad boys in check. And Lindy and I have been taking seeds since 2020.
So you're actually paying to get sick, and then you're paying to buy a pill to try to counteract being sick from eating a fake artificial diet called vegan. Yes.
21 and loving it. Gonna keep going hard into the seed for those benefits. And of course, if you would like to try seed, you can click the link below and use the code Mike at checkout for penetrating the artery wall. And there is another study that is way bigger, about 100,000 people, which illustrates that you just can't rely on remnant cholesterol alone, especially if LDL is high. They looked at people who were admitted to the...
Yeah, they were all eating vegan diets. All those people that had that were eating vegan diets. They were eating, what do you call this? Oils, seed oils or whatever. Vegan oils.
Hospital with acute coronary syndrome, which from the Mayo Clinic is most often caused by plaque rupture.
Yeah, because they were eating seed oils, plant-based seed oils. That's what the cause of it. It isn't from animal fats. Listen, when you're getting this LDL and HDL, when they're measuring it, you're on an animal diet. But if you're eating a vegan diet with oil in it, and that increases that LDL, and that is bad for you. Get it? Because it's the opposite of an animal oil. It's a seed oil. That's why this guy has it so fucked, so messed up, bro. Get it? He wants to see you dead. You understand me? He's ignorant.
Clot formation in the heart arteries, and
What happens when they eat a lot of seed oils? And have you had a vegan who eats seed oils? Let's see their blood level. Let's see their LDL and HDL. And let's see an HDL and LDL in a carnivore diet. Okay, let's say these levels are both high in both people. Which one will be healthier and which one will not be healthier? Think about that for a second. So he eats a vegan diet high in these fucking vegetable oils, right? And he goes, oh, they're both high. They're both high in it. Let's just say they're both high. And this guy eats an animal diet with high fat, and it's high. It's high. Okay, but the question is, which one is healthier? Him having the vegan diet having his high cholesterol eating seed oils, or the guy eating the animal diet eating animal fat? Which one do you think would live longer and be healthier? See what I mean? It's kind of obvious. Seed oils are filled with toxins and shit and everything else garbage in there. Even if it was to raise your cholesterol because it's a seed oil. He said triglyceride. Seed oils will cause that. You can't be healthy on a plant-based diet because it's not your natural diet. Get it?
About 40% of people in the study were admitted for heart attacks, for example. In terms of cholesterol levels for those that were admitted, again, for these heart emergencies, 84% of these people had an LDL over 70, which is what I consider ideal, but only...
Okay, what were they eating? Can you compare a vegan guy eating fucking seed oils and a guy eating animal fat? Can we compare the two? Mike, can you do a video? No, because you're fucking full of shit, bro. You just want to show that, well, if they have it, they must be sick. Well, if you have it, you're healthy? What? This is stupid.
About 20% had a remnant cholesterol over the cutoff that the study used, meaning high. And again, the idea that remnant cholesterol isn't some get out of heart disease free card can be seen.
Listen to me. If cholesterol is high in any vegan, it's associated with atherosclerosis, cardiovascular disease, metabolic problems, all kinds of diseases, cellular damage, tissue damage, and everything, bro. Yes, fucking senescent cells, myogenic decline, you name it. But if you are high in cholesterol on an animal-based diet, you don't suffer from any of those things. So why are you trying to convince us that you being high there and not having all these problems, but being high in a vegan diet on seed oils, having it, is associated with all these diseases? So if it's not associated there and it's associated there, what are you trying to convince us, bro? Get it? You're crazy.
From figure 1 here, his remnant cholesterol was about 0.30 millimoles, which is this column here, right in the middle of the pack, with about 10,000 people admitted, over half as many as were in the study she cited, so not immune there. And I do think there's a bit of hypocrisy in denying that LDL particles can cause heart disease, but then these other, like VLDL
Oh, particles, this, that, you have it all misconstrued, man.
particles, those are absolutely horrible and do cause it. And really quick, I thought it would be nice to do a look at where this remnant cholesterol is actually coming from in the body and how.
Yes, where is it coming from? Where's it coming from, Mick? You seem to have all the answers because you're a genius. You know everything, right? You have a degree in all this in science and everything, fucking biology, right? You're a biochemist and everything, right? So you know all these things.
That works. In this graphic from a study really
You're a molecular biologist, right, bro? Come on.
demonstrates it well. On the left side, you have the dietary fat being turned into chylomicrons.
What dietary fat? Is it dietary fat from your vegan diet or from an animal diet? You didn't really specify. You didn't specify.
Which are mostly carrying triglycerides, like 97% triglycerides. They're bringing that to the liver. And then the progression starts. The liver.
Get this, all it says there is food intake. Is it the artificial food intake, the slave diet that is causing that? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what he's talking about. Food is an animal-based diet. That's real food. But what kind of food is this? Fake.
Makes VLDL, again carrying mostly triglycerides. Once it drops those, it shrinks to that IDL, intermediate density lipoprotein, and then finally that LDL, which is smaller and can of course get caught in those arteries. And this is where we need to remember that he had his fasting levels checked. He obviously didn't have his postprandial after meal.
Why would he fast, though? That's what I don't understand. Why would you starve yourself and then post-meal? This is ignorant eating. Just eat normal.
Levels checked if any of this stuff. From the Encyclopedia of Human Nutrition, diets very high in saturated fat, his diet, have been associated with increased postprandial chylomicrons and chylomicron remnants.
His diet is what? Diets are very high in saturated fat have... Yeah, but vegan diets are high in saturated fat. Being associated with increased... Listen to me. Eating a vegan diet in high in saturated fat and eating a diet in animal-based diet high in saturated fat, why are you associating the two together? You're mixing them together. Being associated with increased postprandial chromosome remnants compared with diets rich in 6 polyunsaturated fats. I don't understand this. You didn't state which one was it. Is it animal, this diet, in high in saturated fat, or vegan, you fucking asshole? Fuck, man. This is
compared to diets rich in polyunsaturated fats. This makes sense. These are transporting fat, but that wouldn't show up in a fasting estimate at all. So if you're afraid of remnant cholesterol...
You're making fake stuff. I can see that fake cheese right there. You're doing something on there. Fake food, you're showing something in the background. So it must be vegan diet again.
After all, you have to be concerned about that. And going back to...
He takes reports out of context, what happens is they tested vegan food. That's what it is. And he just calls it food. They tested vegan diets and they all came out negative. That's the thing. So he tries to move that, that study to a carnivore diet, an animal diet, to say, well, it's unhealthy because see, saturated fat says this and that and everything. Boy, he's hiding it. That's on a vegan diet. Then he says, well, there's all this cholesterol being high and everything on a carnivore diet is bad. But when they're making the studies, it's actually vegan people, they found that their cholesterol was high because of these seed oils that they were eating. That's fuck, man. This is so bullshit.
Feldman's article, I think there's a pretty strong point for why LDL is still such a threat. He talks about the amount of time that...
Why is LDL such a threat on an animal-based diet? Tell us. Because it's a threat on a vegan diet. That's why. Because you're eating seed oils. They're fucking poisonous, bro.
These different particles are in your bloodstream, and you can see that these remnant cholesterol particles are, only in there for,
Only on a vegan diet is it bad. This LDL and the HDL. They're both bad in vegan diets. Do you understand me?
Less than 2 hours, less than half an hour, but then that LDL, that bad cholesterol, is in there for 2 to 4 days. Like, which one is going to be doing more damage? And just a quick note on that cutoff for
which one? The vegan diet, doing that, eating those seed oils. That's what the most damage is going to come from, yes.
LDL of 70. I always think it's good to look at this chart because you can...
Yes, you should look at that chart because, again, it's the vegan diet, LDL, and the HDL. The LDL is very bad raised in the vegan diet, but not in carnivore diets.
See, in terms of atherosclerosis sites and LDL level, that, like everybody over that is having atherosclerotic buildup over time. But
yeah, those are all vegans that are doing that because they're eating seed oils, so the buildup of it is destructive, yes.
People below it are generally okay, but there's a bigger point I want...
The people below it are the ones on the animal diets, yes.
I want to touch on before moving on, and that is just, if the concern is safety here, you should be looking at, studies on mortality for the type of diet.
Yes, and vegan diet is associated with all-cause mortality and morbidity, get it? Yeah, man, it's a known fact.
That is being eaten, and in this case, meta-analysis after meta-analysis show that low-carb diets are associated with about 30%.
Let's say I have cholesterol in an animal-based diet, cholesterol that's from an animal-based diet, and then you have cholesterol from a vegan diet. Where are they getting their cholesterol in a vegan diet? From plant seeds, plant seed oils. It's associated with morbidity, mortality. Now, animal-based cholesterol is not associated with that. It has no toxins in there. It has nothing. Hasn't been refined or anything like that. If anything, all the toxins and everything have been filtered out by the animal. You understand me? You're eating an animal-based diet. It doesn't have any decrepit shit in it, like your seed oils that you're eating. Yeah, Mick, yeah.
Increased all-cause mortality, which is not good. And these are people who, based on...
Yes, he's even proving it to you vegans. It's not good for you, all-cause mortality, eating a vegan diet with high cholesterol, eating seed oils, yes.
What they're eating would have high LDL, but lower triglycerides, probably with no sugar.
Yeah, I know. Oh, yes, they would have high, yes, your vegan diets, yes, but low sugar, yes, vegan diets.
And maybe even lower remnant cholesterol, but we're seeing that, faster death rate. We have those really good...
Yes, you're seeing faster death rates among the vegan diet, eating these seed oils, increasing their artificial LDL and HDL levels. Yes, artificially, yes, being increased by seed oils and not naturally increased by a natural diet.
And analyses, but I wanted to present something newer. It's not out yet, but there was a study presented to the American College of Cardiology.
Yes, do that. A low carbohydrate, high fat, keto-like diet associated with increased risk of CVD. Why is that? So let's say, a low carbohydrate. What do they mean by carbohydrate? Low man-made food, carbohydrate. Or did they say complex carbohydrate? They just say carbohydrate. So what type of carbohydrate is this? Is this a complex carbohydrate or simple carbs? You didn't really say. You didn't really mention it. You didn't mention anything. You just say carbohydrate. Low carbohydrate, high fat. What type of high fat is this? Are these seed oils? Keto-like diet associated with risk from CVD? Yeah. So if you're eating low, what is this? I guess, low carbohydrate vegan diet and eating a high fat seed oil keto-like diet is associated with increased risk of CVD. Of course, that's what vegan diets are associated with. We know
that looked at low carb diets and cardiovascular events in particular, finding that.
Of course, the vegan diet is the incident of atherosclerosis, cardiovascular disease, invents both groups. Yeah, they participated in the vegan diet. It's a vegan diet.
Low-carb, high-fat dieters had more than 2 times the risk of having several major cardiovascular events, such as
on fucking vegan diets. And what is your point exactly?
blockages in the arteries, stents, heart attack.
We know that vegan diets cause that with their seed oils and everything else. Yes, but tell us something new, though.
Stroke, etc. And then I would just have to say really quickly, of course, you can have low LDL and low remnant cholesterol on a vegan diet, for example. Obviously,
there you go. He just mentioned it. He just proved it on a vegan diet. There you go, man. See? That's what happens.
LDL is really low. And my remnant cholesterol is...
It's not really low. It's really high if you eat seed oils. It's low if you're not eating enough seed oils. That's why it's so low. And that's why you're... whatever.
It's really low at 16, so you can be low in both.
There's the reasons why.
You can be low in both. You could be low there and you could be low there. You could be high, you could be high. If you eat pure, lean meat and you don't eat any fats in the meat, well then your cholesterol will be low. Now, if you're on a vegan diet and you don't eat enough fucking seed oils, it will be low. But if you eat a lot, it will be high. But which one is healthy? Vegan idiot?
If anyone hasn't looked up
the animal diet is the healthy one. That is healthier than seed oils.
Dr. Philip Ovadia, he is a heart surgeon who's been doing heart surgeries for 20 years.
They also follow a carnivore cardiologist, of course, and they say, in his practice, anecdotally, he's found that LDL doesn't really matter as much as insulin resistance.
Carnivore is big in the carnivore.
I just proved that too. I said that. Doesn't matter more than on an animal-based diet, it doesn't matter than insulin resistance on a vegan diet. So let's see, how bad is a vegan diet? Well, insulin resistance, that's extremely bad, which you don't get on a carnivore diet. And then you also have high LDL and HDL if you eat seed oils, bro. It's so unhealthy for you, bro. Yeah.
Community.
Yeah.
And his personal observational experience in those 20 years has seen that people that are more insulin resistant have a higher risk of heart disease. Mm-hmm. So he's seen people with low LDL but are more insulin resistant, more so on his operating.
Yeah, that's vegan diet. They have a high insulin, low LDL because they're probably not eating enough seed oils because they just are not eating a high fat diet because it doesn't have animal fats in it, that type of fats, the good fats. So they have to eat like oils and stuff to increase that, but it's actually bad for them. So they don't like it, so they don't do it. So it kind of gets low, and then they eat, there's high sugar in there will actually collapse the good one, and even the other one will be low too. Insulin resistance is the worst, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah, well, then people with high LDL.
It's associated with everything bad. Everybody knows that.
With everything else looking good.
And if we're talking anecdotes, here's an anecdote of a guy who went on a carnivore diet and he had a heart attack, and then over the next year, his right corner.
He went on a carnivore diet and all of a sudden he had a heart attack. Let me see. What was he eating? He probably was eating carnivore his whole life. He was eating vegetables. So you're saying that, all of a sudden he just dropped all the vegetables all in one shot and he got a heart attack? Why would he get a heart attack from eating meat? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. That's just ridiculous. It's fabricated, it's made up. That's not what caused his heart attack. He already had it coming from eating a stupid vegan diet.
Artery went from a 10% blockage to a 90% blockage. Yeah.
He went on carnivore because he probably felt sick, but it was already too late for him. He couldn't make it.
Had a second heart attack, and then he quit.
This is the one that we debated before, the second one and the first one. Because he's got damage already in the heart. The heart is not regenerated, not regeneratable. So of course, if he receives a second heart attack, he's fucked. Get it? Oh crap, man, this is so stupid.
Anecdote.
He actually lost 100 pounds. He was morbidly obese, went on carnivore diet, and lost all this weight.
He was obese. He lost a lot of weight. He was obese. He was on a vegan diet, bro. Get it? He was already sick and have a heart attack. He was dying already.
His LDL cholesterol is actually between 200 and 300 as well, but everything else is great. He's over 40.
And that's the key.
That's the key.
Everything else.
The key is which cholesterol, a vegan cholesterol diet or a carnivore diet, which one is the most, the question is which one is the healthiest? The animal-based diet is the healthiest, okay? Associated with long life and good health and everything else. All your cells are made out of fucking cholesterol, but you don't want the shitty stuff in there. That's all.
is normal.
Exactly.
Yeah, Jimmy's a really normal
You don't want the seed oils in there with their fucking toxins.
boy. He walks normally. He
And they're sprayed with toxins and every kind of glyphosate, you name it, bro.
talks normally. His main hobby
How about that Roundup? How's that Roundup taste in your mouth, eh, vegan? Hey, Mike, how's that taste? That Roundup, delicious. Those glyphosates and shit, eh? You love them.
is killing pigeons and stringing them into a necklace and walking around the neighborhood. But other than that, he's completely healthy and normal. I'm just saying that high of an LDL.
Vegan, yeah, Mike, you're a sad specimen for a human being, man. You need to take up a new profession, bro, because this is not working for you. I'm telling you, neither is it working for the vegan community. You can look. I even post videos in my community section. Vegans that they drop off vegan compilations where they're dropping off. I never thought I'd be making this video and all that. My hair is falling out. I'm falling apart. I'm disintegrating. Yeah, go see that. Go watch.
Is still a really big red.
I know that's fake too, right? Probably yes, because you're the foremost expert on this. Yes, it's got to be the best thing because Mike says it's the best. It must be the best to diminish yourself, kill yourself faster than the last time.
Flag. And the fact that this cardiologist has an LDL bad cholesterol between 200 and 300 as well, like, oh my gosh,
Oh my, he has a bad. It's not bad. It's not bad in an animal-based diet. It's based on a vegan regular diet. Oh fuck. These blood tests are based on regular vegan something whatever diets. And so you're associating that being bad with a carnivore diet. This is the mistake that all these fuckers make, bro. Get it? That's why it's so corrupt. And then they say, well, it's bad cholesterol. No, it's bad for vegans, but not bad for fucking animal-based diet people. Get it? You can't use your blood test from a vegan diet and put it into a carnivore diet. Stupid.
not okay. And I should just mention what I mentioned in the video on the woman who had a stroke on a carnivore diet, saying her carnivore cardiologist knew everything. Well, again, papers like this one call for cardiologists to have more nutritional training because
This is the stupidest channel I've ever seen in my entire life. He's trying to convince you in something that's real is fake. What? And he's trying to convince you that fake is real. Give me a fucking break, bro. You are insane. You need to see a doctor right away.
they're simply not qualified to count.
You need help. You're not qualified to explain any of this other than you just make it go in your own direction. This is fake, man.
On diet based on their education. He also mentioned that his testosterone was much lower on the normal end.
My testosterone was low, a little low. It was the total was 252, and the doctor did.
The problem is he's still obese, and so is his woman. They just were on it for 4 months. You got to give it a chance. You understand me? Your body is now is the oxalates are circulating in your body. You've been eating these oxalates, fucking eating this plant-based diet for years. You understand me? And you've dropped it now completely. So these oxalates, the crystals, they're fucking in there, bro. Even your fat cells, they're filled with triglyceride and a whole bunch of stuff. You understand me? You have to put your body back to its normal state. That's going to take a while. So, of course, something is going to give, bro. You get it? You understand? Christ me.
Say that I'm still considered obese, so when you have extra weight and extra fat on your body, it can also translate to low testosterone.
Yes, that's the problem. But Mike the vegan is going to interpret it the way he wants and say, oh my God, he's got low testosterone, bro, get it? You haven't really fixed yourself because you've been on a vegan shit herbivore diet.
Men. So the more weight I lose, the more fat I burn, and the more muscle I build, the higher my testosterone should go.
But,
That's right, now it'll take a while. This is too soon to tell. But look at me, Mike the vegan. He's going to spin it in his fake artificial way.
he believes his doctor in that statement, but not necessarily in the other statements. I think that's interesting. So
See, it works in his favor if he can convince you. Yes.
I just have to mention, vegans on average have equivalent free testosterone and higher total testosterone. So
Oh man, you're trying to Man, I don't know what they have. I didn't compare their body weight or anything. The guy's obese, okay? Fuck me, bro. You're gonna.
you don't need to be eating this much meat to be a man. In this case, somebody is eating so much meat and still having.
You need to eat so much meat to be a man. Well, you're supposed to be eating your natural carnivore diet, which is raw meat, actually, raw animal products. But of course, we're so out of touch with nature. We don't fucking do any of that anymore because we're retarded. Get it? Because we're so enslaved, and so are you, bro, to this.
Lower testosterone, and researchers have been
You're so interested in his testosterone, man. Well, then go give him some pills, bro. Listen, man, his testosterone will return to normal once he gets off the herbivore diet.
searching for an answer to the question, why is it that some people, especially on statins with lower LDL, can still get heart attack?
Because why do they still get heart attacks putting them on lower statins? On which one? On a carnivore diet? Because it's actually healthy. That's why you lowered it, to make them sick and get a heart attack. That's the thing. That is the point. And shorten their lifespan. You understand the difference, Mike the vegan? Do you fucking understand?
Stroke, this paper.
They're measuring tests based on vegan diets and trying to move it over to a carnivore diet. Why don't you make the carnivore test the real one? See what I mean? Stop using these fake tests and moving them over to carnivore, trying to compare it. No, in your diet, it's fake for you people, because the 4 food groups and all that. So people have their diets are all mixed up with, they're still eating meat with a lot of fruits and vegetables and weird herbivore diets and pizzas and pastas all day. It's not all fucking carnivore diets out there. It's just a small community out there, Mike, get it? And so when they did the test, it's mixed up, and plants are fucking anti-nutrient. So when they test it, it's hard to tell what it is really. You understand me? It's a lot of seed oils. They eat a lot of seed oils, and they cook with seed oils and do this, do that. So they took this test and they try to use it in a pure animal-based diet. Impossible. You can't do that.
Mentions that despite every 40 milligrams of LDL lowering with statins leading to 25% less cardiovascular events and 10% less death, we still have those heart attacks. I would say a lot of that could be due to just having
vegan diets,
a lifetime of inflammation and artery clogging before going on statins, but that
from eating a herbivore diet. You just proved it again. Yes.
Is where they say remnant cholesterol comes in, because remnant cholesterol can often be about 1/3 of your total cholesterol.
You can't become obese or fat on an animal-based diet. Why is that, Mike? Why is that guy and his wife obese? What made them obese? A vegan diet, a carnivore, a herbivore vegan diet made them like that. Meat doesn't make you like that, because what did he say? Why did they go on it? To lose weight and become normal, like normal people again. Get it? And he said they're losing weight. Get it? Their cholesterols will become normalized like they should be on a carnivore diet, and his testosterone will increase when his obesity goes away. Why won't his obesity go away on a vegan diet, Mick? Why don't you explain that? Why can't you fucking explain anything? Why will it go away on a carnivore diet? Because there's no sugar or toxins in meat, get it? And it's a high dense nutrient diet. That's what meat is. You're stupid.
So is it itself actually doing damage? And the answer appears to be yes. Studies across the board show.
Yes, vegan diets are doing damage to people. That's why they're leaving this. They're trying to get away, as far away from this shit.
That higher levels are worse for cardiovascular disease. Is it just firmly confirmed a disease compared to the lowest for individuals with the high?
Stay here forever.
Understand, this guy's excited. He's lost some weight, but again, you don't have to.
Yes, he's excited. He's lost. Why did he lose weight? Because his cells are getting all the nutrients that he needs. They're not starving anymore. They starve, you put on weight. When you starve your body of nutrients, you get fat really fast. That's why vegans get really fat and big. They become obese. Now, if you don't want to become obese, then what you do is you go on a high density nutrient diet, which is an animal diet. Yeah, that's right.
Be on an all-meat diet to lose weight. The Broad study.
Yeah, and become healthy at the same time. Yes.
Is a great example of a plant-based diet which led to unprecedented weight loss without calorie restriction or.
What? No. If anybody lost weight on that, it's because they starved themselves. They were deficient in nutrients, but they weren't eating probably the man-made part foods, all the garbage that was in there. They were strict on what? They usually eat strict. I think it's fruits, vegetables, mostly vegetables and stuff, and some fruit. Yeah. that is totally different. But when you start mixing in the man-made food out of those foods, whoa, then you really got some problems, bro.
Added exercise, and of course, we're going to see lowered insulin resistance. We see people
Exercise, I don't know. That's because you're trying to burn it now. That's what you're going into exercise to be burning all this crap, this fake food, the slave diet. Mick, I really feel sorry for you as a human being. This is so sad.
reversing their diabetes on
You are a sad human being, a pathetically sad human being.
plant-based diet all the time, and you can have that low LDL and that low remnant cholesterol. Why not have both? And finally, of course, a carnivore diet is horrendous for the planet. I've calculated that in several videos.
Yes, that's the whole issue. It is horrendous for the planet. We should all go plant-based, but here's the problem. It's an ecosystem. So as the plants grow, the animals grow too at the same time. There's a balance there, Mick, because there's so much people eating so many plants now, the slave diet, that all the waste stuff that's left, the husks and things from the corn, guess who eats it? The animals. They eat them all up. Otherwise, we'd have a lot of waste products out there, get it? In other words, you want to destroy the ecosystem by destroying one part of it. Guess what will happen if you destroy that? Ponder that thought. Now that you're eating, you vegans want to eat your diet and everybody's eating their diet, whatever, dot, 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 dot. If you destroy one part of the ecosystem, what will happen to the other? Ponder that. You'll just destroy everything. You're crazy. You are insanely insane, bro.
It's horrible for biodiversity loss and carbon emissions.
No, it's not at all whatsoever. It is horrible for the environment. You understand me? If you do that.
We're talking like 20 times.
You need balance. There isn't any, we're going to have this without this. You don't understand. And the animals, they replenish the land. They eat off the land because they're herbivores. They eat grass and they just move around eating grass all day. Yeah, bro. But then they feed them the waste products that we're all growing to feed you assholes.
Times worse than a plant-based diet. And then it's fair to say that it's the worst diet you can have.
And then it's making us sick because they're feeding that crap to the animals that we want to eat. We want them to eat just grass, but we can't help it. They have to eat your waste products that you all assholes leave behind.
In terms of animal impact, and I would really like to see less animals killed, please.
Oh yeah, you'd like to see them less killed and this and that. They're not being so much killed. Don't worry, you're being bred, bro. I'll see you in the next video. Tell me what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel, bro. Carnivore diet, it's the safest diet in the world. Trust me, bro. These people, he's far-reaching, man. This guy really needs to get a life. I'll see you in the next one. I gotta go. Ciao, man.